Okay, guys, I followed the directions and Perfect Pet, what do you say, go through door, pet door, using a metal door here. Fortunately, this thing comes with a template, and basically use the template on the front side and back side of your door. You need to place that template. Now, they tell you when you install this Perfect Pet version that you have to be a minimum of 4 inches from the bottom. Well, my cat, who I primarily purchased this for, was 12 inches tall. They tell you to add 2 inches. It was 14 inches, but the instructions tell you under no circumstance should that bottom of that door be less than 4 inches. So I kind of varied a little from instructions. I started with a 4-inch minimum as my measurement point. Then I added the 12 plus 2, as they suggest, for the cat. Well, in this case, a medium-sized door, so it was larger than even 14 inches. So I'm not sure quite how those instructions help you, but I would start out a 4-inch minimum, put your template on, and of course, make sure you level this thing. And you know, so when you measure up and you put your first mark, go ahead and use a level as your ruler, and make sure you get a straight mark. Then find the center point of your door by just simply measuring across the width and find that center point. Now, my template marked a center point, and once I had the template taped up, I simply marked it and followed the instructions to do the cut out of the door, and I used a jig to basically cut that out, jigsaw. And the biggest part of this is a metal door, so it's a little more involved in cutting than I'd say a wooden door. Biggest part is, of course, you got to line up these 4 screw holes with the outside, because there's a 2-piece cover, one on the inside and then the one that slides from the outside. But if you drill your holes and whittle them out a little bit if you need to, so you have a little flexibility and play on your screws, it should be straightforward. I also found that in training the pets to come through this thing, they're a little skittish at first. So what I did is I had to trim this back a little bit on each side so it would make it a little easier to push through. Plus, I removed my bottom magnet mounts here. I know they're designed to catch that and hold it in place, but I've got an outside fence here that also keeps critters out, so I think I'm pretty safe. And having this flexibility to go in and out has made it easier. And it's relatively easy to train the pets to use it. We simply use treats on the inside and outside. My wife on the outside, me on the inside, and coerced them, I guess you'd say, or drew them in with treats. And in no time, they were coming in and out. And the same thing with the cat now. It comes freely. So that's the inside, and let me take you out and show you the outside here. You can see the outside. And here's the outside product. And here's the #1 reason we made it, so she can freely get in and out, because we're away from home sometimes, and we wanted to be able to leave food that was secure for her. So now we have our food bowl and all in here, and like I said, using food, a cat will look for food, and so she's freely going in and out. She knows where her food bowl is. This is a pretty good quality pet door too. I would recommend it. I actually shopped around and was fortunate enough to find one on eBay. Somebody was selling brand new for much cheaper than what they're listing for and what they're being sold for on Amazon. So, and it came in brand new, and installed it this morning. I'd say it took me probably an hour at least to install it, because lining up those holes, I had to whittle them out to make sure I could get my bolts through. They're long bolts that basically secures the outside to the inside. And then, of course, cutting metal was a little more involved than if it had been a wooden door. But just follow those instructions that come in your box, and it's pretty straightforward, and it's level and works good. They also send you a plate here, and here's my plate. So that if you ever want to lock this off, you can drop this plate in, and it secures it, you know. And so if there's any time when we don't want the pets to come in or out or something, we can put that in place. I've read that some people would like to have one of those on both sides. but it comes with one. So let me get back and give you a broad view. And that's in a metal door and works great. And I really like the results. We're about to head out for a couple weeks trip, and so it's going to make it easy to make sure our cat has plenty of food and water and so forth. So hope you enjoy this video.